Today is April 10th, 2020. My name is Byron, and this is Thinking Aloud. So I'm back. It's been a little while. I've been super busy. I've been fighting off a carpet beetle infestation in my room, and it's just annoying. You know, if it's not one thing, it's another. So I don't even know what to say. But at the very least, I don't have to continue taking care of a bunch of people in my household as much anymore. It seems like mom and dad are both on their way to recovery, and you have no idea how relieved I am about that. It's just, it's good to see them, up and about, doing things that they normally do. We're gonna try to get them doing chores that they normally do. So I'm pretty happy about that. It's giving me a much needed break. but even though it's like I feel like I should be tired and just like not really wanting to do anything after the craziness that's just happened. I actually had a really productive day 2 days ago, and even yesterday was pretty good too. I'm actually on track to do fairly well today as well. But I think it was out of like 23 items, I did 22 of them, which is like, that's rock on. Like that's great. It's a lot of it's just like really small, tedious stuff, like take this somewhere in the house, or fill out this form, or make this phone call, or stuff like that. It's just, ugh. But I got through it. I'm getting a bunch of stuff done that I've been wanting to get done. I do a bit of writing, so that part of the writing that I'm on is kind of coalesced a little bit, and I'm less lost than I was. So that's been going well. I've been able to talk with my friends, and we're scheduling another thing to, hang out. Come Monday, I think it is. There's holidays going on right now. In case you missed some of the other ones, I work for a church, so obviously, there's Easter and everything, so we're figuring out what we're doing for that. I doubt we're going to do anything too crazy, because, people are still expected to stay indoors and not gather. Yeah. Still expected to social distance. That's what it is. So, that's cool. We'll figure something out, I guess. But, so that's going well. And then, so everything's just kind of falling into place, and I'm pretty happy about that. Oh, jeez. I'm tired, though. I am tired. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to bed early tonight. Just an hour earlier than normal. And just, sleep. That'd be nice. That sounds really good right now. But I don't really like taking naps, just because it screws up your sleep cycle. I'm not very good at doing short naps, so I just can't do any napping. If I'm tired, I just have to go through the whole day and get it done. But I'm not really complaining, because it's more time in the day for me to do stuff that I need to do, and work is life, and I actually don't mind working, so that is my life. But yeah, things are going well. I thought I'd just do a quick update on this, because I've been missing. I was planning on trying to do 4 of these a week, but I guess if either 3 or 4 is done, that's good enough. We'll take that. So yeah, and there's not really that much to talk about. I haven't really been thinking about much of anything, but I suppose, like, if there's anything to think about, it would be that kind of weird emergent property of things in the world where, like, after a period of time, things just kind of fall into place when you've been working towards something. And it comes at, like, the weirdest, time. You don't even necessarily expect it to. It just kind of, like, bam, there's this moment where it just starts shifting in a better direction. And I mean, you could think of it kind of like a graph. You've got your scenario where things were okay, and then it kind of started to go down, and then it hooks down, and it's like a sort of backwards esque. I guess for you it would be like this. Yeah, so you start here on your graph, right? It's things are okay here, and it starts to go down, and then it goes down very quickly, and then it stops, and then it comes back up kind of slowly, and then it just kind of takes off again, and either goes past and gets better, or kind of doesn't get better, or it stays about the same. Um, but yeah, I'm hoping to ride the upward swing, and I guess it wouldn't be in. Well, yeah, it's. I guess it's like an upside down parabola. I'm using mathematical terms. As you've probably guessed, I actually think very mathematically. Um, uh, it's strange because, like, a lot of people, like, I actually think mostly in diagrams. Uh, I don't know why. It's just more intuitive to me than anything else, and it helps with clarification, I think. Because when even with words, like, you can plot them into diagrams, and I'd have to do, like, a thing on that. I read it somewhere in in philosophy. I forget where, or who, I guess would be the better way to frame it. But the ability to, like, graph ideas into, like, Venn diagrams, or even, like, arguments in Venn diagrams. That's been really useful. It's pretty cool. Uh, uh, Maybe I'll touch on that another time because it's not really the thing here. But yeah, I think in, like, weird mathematical terms, and I think it comes from thinking that, like, logic is kind of a form of calculation, um, and it's a lot like math in that regard. And, like, I mean, I'm no mathematician, but, like, I think math is useful insofar as it helps to organize things, right? If you want to, I kind of have a weird pragmatic philosophy that heavily incorporates math, because if you think about what you're trying to do with any kind of process, or well, I guess it wouldn't be a process until you start doing it, but any kind of practical aim, right? You're kind of trying to change a numerical value in the world. So, for example, if you want to clean your room, which I'm heavily in need of doing, then what you have to do is you have to take all of the objects that are unsorted and move them to the category of objects that are sorted, right? And there's a finite number of objects in the room that you're willing to sort or not willing to sort. And so you get a finite number of objects that you can sort that are unsorted, and therefore if you want to clean your room, then it's just a matter of taking each individual thing that isn't sorted and sorting it. And you can do this with any kind of problem in the world. It doesn't matter what you're trying to do, whether it's solving poverty or hunger, or whatever pet activist goal you have. I mean, even environmental causes have, well, endangered animals. You want to increase the numbers, or if you think CO2 is a problem for our continued existence on this earth, then reducing the amount of that to a base rate in which there's more going away than is being produced, right? And that's a rate problem, right? So I guess, like, this that like period where things kind of flip, you know, on the graph, right? It's where you start to notice that the number is increasing at a rate that is significant, you know, and that's and you just kind of get a feel for it. You don't necessarily know the exact numbers, but it's just a lot of things happen all at once that just, you know, it's like, oh yeah, things are on the up and up. And hopefully, you know, it continues and the rate continues to grow, and that's how you get your upward swing of the curve. So I don't know, just things to think about, things to process, and yeah, uh, just getting along and hope that things get better. I don't know. That was a weird rant. I don't even know what to say about that, but yeah. So I'm doing a lot better. I'm pretty happy to be back and be able to do this. We're gonna try to continue to do these 3-4 times a week, and hopefully people will join me for this in my crazy journey through the social distancing times. And you know, maybe I'll make some friends, some new friends along the way. That'd be nice. So thank you for watching if you did. Once again, I'm Byron, this is Thinking Aloud, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!